welcome to Spark Your Profits. This is Sarah Davidson, your host, and today I'm very happy to introduce Max Alter. Max is an online video consultant and a producer, and his specialty is online video programs for local businesses. He's the founder of Big Videos Local, Videos for Accountants, and Local Business TV, which is a platform that allows local businesses to promote themselves without being too salesy. Max has a very diverse background. In the past, he's worked in the academic world, in retail, tourism, market research, and a variety of online businesses where he discovered the power of video. He's a keen networker. He writes, makes furniture, enjoys good food, and also his current position as a personal chauffeur for his teenage daughter, which I imagine keeps him very busy. So, Max, it is a really diverse background that you have. How did you get into online video?
Sarah, a number of years ago, I got into online marketing and affiliate marketing, and I started using video just for myself to promote the products I was trying to promote. Now, I very soon realized the power of online video, and then I decided just to give the rest a miss and concentrate fully on helping local businesses create online video programs that work. Now, in plain English, what this means, among other things, is that putting a solitary corporate-looking video on your website and hoping that it will bring the masses and that it will work, that's not what I do, and this is simply not going to hack it anymore. Nowadays, you have to have whole video programs. They have to be properly set up. The videos have to be properly set up, and I make sure that each video works and that also that the video campaign as a whole works. Basically to make sure that my clients get what they're expecting to.
That's great. I know that video is really important for small businesses, and I know a lot that have had great success using video to their advantage, but you're exactly right. It really has to be done the right way these days, and so that's great. I'm glad you're going to tell us more about that today, Max, so welcome.
Thank you, Sarah. So let's go straight in. What I want to talk about today is why video is the most powerful online promotion tool bar none. And to be able to explain that properly, I'll give you the 3-to-1 of online video. Let me summarize briefly what I'm going to talk about. First, I'm going to give you 3 main reasons why it is the most powerful online promotion tool bar none. Secondly, I'm going to talk about 2 myths, and I'm going to debunk the 2 important myths surrounding video. And thirdly, I'm going to give you 1 technical bit of information which you simply cannot do without. So any technophobes, you just have to bear with it. This is something you will need. At the end, I will give you my top 10 tips for online video production. Whether you just are interested in the information, whether you want to do videos yourself, or whether you want to outsource your video creation, you need to know these things to make sure that your videos will actually do what you want them to do, that your videos and your video programs are successful. So let me go straight in to the first main reason. Now, I'm going to show you a video in a moment. There are lots of statistics about video and billions of views and millions of views and all this sort of stuff. I've got a couple of videos on my website which give you the statistics, got a PDF with video statistics. But now I'm going to show you a video which explains why video.
Red hot. Everything is red hot. Red hot. Everything is red hot. Red hot. Everything is red hot. Red hot. Everything is red hot.
What does this video do? This is the first reason why video is so powerful. Video engages the viewer like no other medium. It communicates on several levels, not just like text or like an image. It is verbal, it is non-verbal, it is audio, it is video, it is emotion. And on this particular video here, you saw or felt the emotion coming through the music. and in combination with the images, the way the whole thing is organized. Now, of course, you can make it much stronger, and for that, we're going to take it to the next level. And now I'm going to show you two videos. Both videos will promote watches, but you'll see the difference when you've seen the videos. They're very brief. Now, the second video is also going to be about a watch. It's courtesy of Zappos, the online retailer. Have a look.
Hey, it's Sonnet here to show you this great watch from Lacoste. The bracelet is stainless steel. It's really, really cool looking and comfortable too. Even features the Lacoste logo on the push button closure. It's really easy to take off and place back on. The case is stainless steel. It's water resistant 30 meters. I love the black dial with the silver numbers. It's very, very quaint. It's got the Lacoste logo on the face and 3-hand analog quartz movement for that great tick-tock that we love. It'll tell you the time to the exact second, and it's easy to set with a pull and a twist. It's a coveted style you don't want to miss out on. It's from Lacoste. See ya.
What do you think? Which video is more effective? And this really is the second reason. Video establishes a relationship from the viewer to the person. It's not two-way, it's one-way from the viewer to the person. And the video therefore creates trust. Would you buy the first watch or the watch from the first video? Or would you buy the watch in the second video from the young lady who explains it really nicely and tells us all the advantages of this particular watch? Now, this is eminently important specifically for business owners. And the most important thing is that you, as a local business owner in a video, you have to be the star of the video owner. In particular, do not outsource your relationship with your clients. They come to talk to you. You as the business owner are the person they want to talk to. You need to be in the video. Now, let's have a look at what happens when you do it right. Let me give you an example of a client of mine. It's just a screenshot because otherwise it would be very difficult to show you the website. He's got, at the moment, 23 videos on his website. They were originally all homemade videos. I then helped him edit them, make them look slightly more professional. But even with this homemade videos, what he achieved was, from a conversion rate, which is an industry standard of 2 out of 10 visits to clients. He's a builder and he a specialist builder, and he went to visit clients to get the contracts. Through the video, he increased it to 6 out of 10. He tripled his conversion rate. We see later what this all entails, but merely using video on your website turns a cold call into a warm market, which is really the most important lesson we can take away from it. Now let's go to the...
Because we talk a lot in marketing about the know, like, and trust factor, that people need to get to know us, they need to like us, they need to trust us, and it's an excellent point that video really is a way to build that trust with your audience and get people really, when they feel they get to know you and they can see you personally, it's incredible how it builds that trust. So very amazing results here with the conversion rates, but I'm not surprised.
Indeed, and that is literally verbatim what he told me. He said, when I went to see the people who had watched these videos, they already knew me and I had never seen them in my life before. I opened the door. They trusted me already. It's him, the owner of the business, in the video explaining what he does on site, showing them, explaining, going around the building. They knew that he knew what he was talking about. They trusted him, and it happened to triple the conversion rate, and the figures involved are at times staggering. And I'll talk about these figures. But before we get to that, I want to show you another aspect of why video is so powerful. And the third reason is that video can future-proof your website. Here I want to show you a before and after picture. The before picture is a website of a client of mine. Now this website is probably about 10 to 12 years old and hasn't been touched since, just content added. It is not usable or not friendly for mobile platforms, for tablets, for smartphones. It's a static website. There's no blog attached to it. It's not particularly pretty, but it sort of does its job. Last autumn, I helped him create, I created videos with him and for him, and this is what it looks like now. He's got 12 videos on there, properly optimized, everything done as it should be done nowadays. And the important thing is that even with this particular video, with this particular website, somebody who watches it on a smartphone sees a video, clicks on the video, and can watch it. Because the important thing is, videos future-proof your website by the back door, because when you embed your videos on YouTube, YouTube automatically sends out the video in the right format for the platform you're watching it on, from the small smartphone to a large 4K television, in between tablets, PCs, whichever resolution. That is the huge advantage, because making a static old website responsive or mobile compatible can be very expensive. And an intermediate step is to use videos embedded on YouTube, or alternatively, you then have to create them in the right with the right kind of coding for the different platforms.
That's a great tip, because I know mobile responsive is really critical, for search engine results, but more importantly for the user experience. But yes, if you have an older website, this is a great idea. I hadn't thought about this as a way to move forward to be responsive without having to rebuild everything.
Yes, you embed the video in your website. When you are looking at it on a smartphone, you tap on the video. It opens it up fully in the screen, and it plays it from YouTube in the right format. And if the video is correctly formatted, it has all your contact details. The viewer doesn't have to go and enlarge or reduce the website, shift it from left to right, trying to find the telephone number, whatever. It's all in the video. If it is done properly, they can just take it straight from there. And so you do not lose your website visitors as prospective clients. So once you have that, the next step is, how do you make sure that you create the right sort of video? And I'm afraid now, for any of you technophobes, comes the technical bit of information, and you have to pay a great deal of attention, because that is really important. Here is a video which I'm going to show you, which talks about the wavelength on which you have to broadcast. When you put a video on your website, you are broadcasting to the masses, but you're really talking one-to-one. Make sure that you broadcast on the right wavelength. It has to be the FM band, and there's only one wavelength that works. WII-FM. What's in it for me? That's right. This is what the wavelength on which you need to broadcast. WIFN. What's in it for me is the only wavelength on which your viewers will be receiving your message. If you don't address them on this wavelength, they're going to switch away. Now, having talked about the three reasons and the really technical aspect, let's now go to the two myths of online video. Myth number one, video is expensive. Let's look at some basic parameters here and really try to establish what the situation is. First of all, if you spend £100, well, pound sterling because I'm based in London, but you can spend $100 on a video for your website which doesn't do anything. That is very expensive because it's like taking £10 notes or $10 bills and just flushing them down the toilet. The video doesn't do anything, $100 is wasted. On the other hand, if you spend $1,000 on a video which generates really good return on investment, it's not an expense, it's an investment, and it will bring revenue to you over and over and over again, and therefore it is not expensive. And now let me show you an example where video is really expensive. You remember my client who had all these videos? Well, I talked to him a few months afterwards, and him with 6 out of 10 conversion. At the time when I talked to him, he had dropped back to 2 out of 10. Why had it happened? Number one, he'd taken his eyes off the ball. Number two, he wasn't doing his own client acquisition anymore. He had somebody employed in the office who was generating contracts, he was talking to the clients, and therefore created a complete disconnect between the videos on the website and the person they're dealing with. So the trust, the engagement, all this went out of the window, and his conversion rate dropped back to the industry standard of 2 out of 10. Now, I got these figures, and for me it confirmed what I knew about video, but I couldn't rest, so a short while later I talked to him and I told him to give me his figures, and the result is mind-blowing. He gave me the number of website visitors per day plus what on average he charges for a contract. And as a result, from dropping back from 6 out of 10 to 2 out of 10, he was leaving £740,000 sterling, which is over $1.2 million a year on the table. This is what I call expensive. I almost fell off the chair when we did the figures, and we had another conference call later on with his accountant who confirmed it. That is a huge result, and only because he didn't do it properly. However, this is more abstract. Let's be concrete. How much is a video? I get this a lot, this question. So let me give you an example of a video. Here are real life prices. This is a 30-second profile video which I created for my own LinkedIn profile. I also created others for clients. Let's have a look at this video first. Thank you for visiting my profile. I hope you'll find something of value here. My name is Max Alter, and I'd be delighted if you connect with me here on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to help with any questions you may have. As you can see, I deal on a daily basis with the most powerful online promotion tool, bar none. I'm sure you'll have some questions. You can contact me here via LinkedIn, through my websites, on Skype, or by phone. Let's touch base soon. Now you can see that I have got this video on my LinkedIn profile. So if you go to my profile and you then scroll down to the end of my summary, that's where you'll find the video. I have created a number of videos for clients based on this particular, it's not a template, on this model. And it's for Facebook, for Twitter, for LinkedIn, for Google+, for their websites. And the regular price of this video is £95, which is equal to plus sales tax, VAT in the UK. And that equals to $182, including the tax. So you have an idea of roughly what you can get. Now, by comparison, a couple of years ago, I saw an absolutely fantastic 30-second video produced for Hewlett-Packard as a branding video for a new car cloud mainframe range, what they can do, and that video produced by a Hollywood producer, state of the art, was something between $2 and $3 million for 30 seconds. It was state of the art, not just computing, but it was state of the art, very, very advanced video production. So you have your choice between £95 plus sale tax or $2 to $3 million. Pick your price range where you want to create your short profile videos. Let's go on to the next myth.
I've spoken to a lot of small business owners, and I know a lot of them do want to get more into video, but the prices have changed so quickly, like you're saying. Even just a few years ago, video was much more expensive than it is today. And I think they still have that in their minds, and they're afraid, and they don't think they have the right investment to make towards it. But this is a great example of how a very affordable short video can make a big difference and help to influence your business and be used very effectively.
Absolutely. I have to produce this video in 3 versions for a client who is an estate agent, a realtor here in London, who's got it on his Facebook page, he's got it on his LinkedIn profile, and he's got it on his website. And of course, each time it's a different video because it addresses the actual site where it is embedded. So it's not a template in the sense of just slot a few things in. I gave him instructions of how to record, and it's a very simple way of doing it, how to record the voiceover. He gave me images, I took screenshots, and then I cleaned up the voiceover, and I produced 3 different videos for him. Now, this kind of video, of course, is a very nice sort of intermediate engagement vehicle, because it's got the image. You could see my photo. It is my voice, or whoever else videos it is, his or her voice in there, so it engages personally, it shows something relevant, it is very brief, it is very active, doesn't linger, and after 30 seconds it's done. It's just saying, hello, thank you for contacting me, or thank you for visiting here, and let's get in touch and talk. That's all. It's just one aspect, but it makes for a nice welcome of your website visitor, rather than just having a few words printed, which is very neutral, or having a corporate style looking video, which is not personal. So let's now go to myth number 2. Very famous topic, very interesting topic, viral videos. People come to me and ask me, can you make a viral video for my website? Of course I can, but I have 2 answers for this question. The first answer is, well, let's have a look at what goes viral. Cute kittens doing silly things. Horrific accidents. The more chained one after the other, the better. People kill themselves laughing watching these horrific accidents. Or you've got baby biting Big Brother's finger yet again. Now, is this the right type of video for your business? I don't think so. I certainly wouldn't use this for my business, this kind of virality. Now, there is another type of viral video, and it's this one. This video is made by Tipex. It's the bear hunt, and it was very successful. Within a few months, as you can see, it had 21 million views. Now, let's look what it took to create this. First of all, it took a team to create about 45 short videos that were not just between 1 and 1.5 minutes long, but carefully designed for interactivity at a cost of over 900,000 euros, or a bit more than $1 million. Even if you have this sort of money at your disposal for branding of whatever, and you want to create a viral video, throwing the money at it doesn't always work. Take, for example, the new Jaguar F-Type, this beautiful new sports car. They had a very, very nice little action movie, 13 minutes long, created by Ridley Scott Productions. Now, that's a big name to play with. And they flew the crew out to Chile, and they produced it there, and it looks fantastic, and it didn't go viral. So the question you should really ask yourself, do you really want viral videos? Now, first of all, here are two aspects to consider about viral videos. Would your website be able to cope with millions of hits in a short period of time, or would your hosting company close you down? What would that do to your business? Alternatively, would your switchboard or your staff be able to cope with thousands of inquiries in a short period of time, or would that floor your business? This could be one of the side effects of viral video, and most of these inquiries would not be relevant. Alternatively, wouldn't it be better if you had a few hundred highly targeted inquiries every month that would much more likely bring you your ideal client? And that's something you can achieve with a properly targeted video marketing campaign, video information campaign. It's not marketing anymore. It's not information marketing. You give information. And I really recently started a campaign with a firm of accountancy, a local firm here in London. And for a first instance, we created 24 videos, which will be going on very shortly.
Yeah, it's an excellent point, Max, about the viral videos, because there's really no point in attracting millions of people if they're not your potential clients and they're not real prospects. It just doesn't help. You're spending money for nothing, and there's really no value for you as a business owner.
Absolutely. On the contrary, it can create negative value because it could incapacitate your website. It could close down your switchboard or your telephone answering service. You would be having to answer thousands of inquiries, which would be perfectly useless, and it would just increase the cost of operating, and then you would have to scramble to get back to normal.
Right.
Unless you are
could just damage your brand, because the kind of content, exactly as you mentioned, that's going to go viral is not the kind of content that you would really want to be putting out for your business. So, excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah. Viral really is a myth used to dazzle and to hide empty promises. There's so many companies who have viral and viral video in the company name. And if you look at the videos they're produced, there may be one out of many videos which went a little bit viral, or which had thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, and all of the others are tens or hundreds, maybe a few thousand views. If people really knew how to produce viral video on demand, there wouldn't be a single Hollywood flop. And you get really big flops from that point of view. So, this really was what I wanted to talk about today, the 3-to-1 of online video. First of all, I showed you the three main reasons why video is the most powerful online promotion tool bar none, namely engagement. Engages more than any other medium. Conversion rates, it converts better than any other online medium. And future-proofs your website. The second one was the two myths of video, the virality of video, and that video has to be or is expensive. It's not true at all. And thirdly, the one extremely technical bit of information which you need to be absolutely, and you cannot do without, on which broadband on which wavelength you have to broadcast, namely on WIA-FM. If it's not what's in it for me, nobody else will be interested in what you have to say. Now, I have to really follow my own advice, what I gave here. So I have to answer a question. What's in it for you? For you, I have my top 10 tips for video production, which you can download for free at this address, bigvideoslocal.co.uk/top 10. You'll get my top 10 tips, which, as I said before, whether you want to just have a look at them, whether you want to do the videos yourself, whether you or you want to outsource your video production, you need to know these things. If you outsource, you need to know that your video production company you hired has done it right. And these top 10 tips will give you the main criteria to judge it.
top 10 tips, I'm sure, will be helpful, whether people are ready to do something now and whether they have a need for this particular video or whether they just want to use video more in their business in the future. So I really appreciate your offering that to our viewers here. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk to your viewers.
Great. Well, Max, we really appreciate your time talking to the viewers today, and I want to thank everyone who's tuned in as well for listening, and we really do value and appreciate your time, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much.